Hi beautiful, and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are talking about newness from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have their spring launch right here in front of me, which includes a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. We have some shade extensions of my favorite lip liners ever, and then we also have eyeshadow sticks that Anastasia is launching. I believe all of these launches on January the 16th, and today I'm going to do my best to show you swatches of everything I have and try as much as I can for you, so that if you are interested in purchasing any of this once it launches, you're ready. All of these items were sent to me by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have been on their PR list for years at this point, which I am super grateful for, but know that all opinions are my own. I love some of their launches, hate some of their launches, and I always make sure to tell you so. One thing I don't have with me that is launching along with the rest of the spring collection is actually something that I criticized in the past. Last year Anastasia launched their contour sticks, their cream contour sticks, and I did not like them because the shades were not it. And guess what they're launching? They're launching a shade extension for their smooth blur contour stick. They're launching 4 new shades. They're launching the shade Grayscale, Phantom Shadow, Subtone, and Base Tone. One of my main critiques when the contour sticks first came out was that they needed more shades in between, because one of the shades was way too light for me, the other one was way too dark for me. They needed something in the middle, and it looks like they've been paying attention. They knew that they needed a shade extension, and so they are coming out with one. I unfortunately don't have the shade extension with me to show you, but I do have everything else that they are launching. So if you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I did already start with my makeup. I have my foundation on, I have a contour on, I did my eyebrows, which I did, by the way, just using an eyebrow gel, the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel, and this Anastasia eyebrow pen right here in the shade Ebony. I literally just filled the ends of my eyebrows a little bit. I did very little besides the gel with this pen. I think that the eyebrows are looking fierce. Okay, I love them. This micro eyebrow pen right here absolutely made it to my favorite products of 2025, and so I highly recommend it. Needless to say, I love it. Let me show you the mini eyeshadow palette. It is called HAZE, and this one has been here at my house for at least a month now, I want to say. I don't know if they pre-launched it or they sent it to me way too early. It's coming out January 15th. Here's what it looks like. It has a gray hard case. It's called HAZE, and once you open it, it is this really cool tone 9-pan palette. As you can see, mostly natural shades. We do have 7 mattes and 2 shimmers. We have mainly grayish tone natural shades with a pop of color down here with this blue eyeshadow, and I will of course swatch this for you in a minute and then we'll put it on. Besides their new eyeshadow palette, I have 6 of their new GLIDR shadow sticks, these colors right here, which I'll show you in a second, and it looks like they came out with a ton of shades for this. They came out with 25 shades total. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some pictures here so that you can see the rest of the colors that I don't have and the eye swatches of them. I'm usually not the biggest fan myself of using eyeshadow sticks on their own. There's very few exceptions, like the Dennis Myricks eyeshadow sticks. I love those, but for the most part I'm more of a powder shadow type person, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about pairing these on my eyes together, but I'll figure something out. And then lastly, Anastasia Beverly Hills keeps coming out with new shades of their lip liners, and I honestly couldn't be happier because I am obsessed with their lip liner formula and the lip liner shades that they come out with. And so long story short, they have 4 new shades that are part of their line, and I am super excited to try these. Let's start by swatching the lip liners and then move on to the rest. Here's the lip liner in the shade Phantom Line, which this looks like a brown neutral type color. Beautiful. Moving on to Sepia, which is this gray tone lighter color. Stunning. That's a good shade. I think I'm going to enjoy Sepia on myself. The darkest of the 3, it's called Obscura, which is an even darker brown shade. Take a look right there. Also pretty cool tone, just like this one is, just more intense. And then last but not least, the shade After Dusk, which I guess I'll swatch right here. Take a look right there. This is a bit darker than Sepia, also nice and cool tone, and honestly very beautiful. As I've been saying, I love this lip liner formula from Anastasia because they are pigmented, but they're not super soft. They're kind of hard, even though So they are pretty pigmented, which makes them very easy to control when you want a very defined lip line, which is always what I want. So very excited about these. And I'll probably end up using the lighter shades the most out of the new colors that they launched. So now let's move on to the GLIDR. That's what they're called, GLIDR eyeshadow sticks. I was calling it GLDR earlier because I didn't see the I. So these are the GLIDR eyeshadow sticks. And as I said, they sent over 6 different shades of this one. So let me go ahead and swatch them for you. By the way, the lip liners are made in the Czech Republic. And these eyeshadow sticks are made here in the USA, along with the eyeshadow palette, which was also made here in the USA. Let's start with the swatches. This color here is called Green Energy, and it's a green shimmer shade. Greenergy, by the way, just one word. This blue shade is called Abyss, and that is a shimmering blue eyeshadow. Very pretty. This one up here is called Greystone, which is a matte taupey grayish shade. Very pretty. Take a look at the next 3 colors. We have Gleamwood, which is this reddish rusty shimmer shade. This one's just a shimmer. It doesn't have as much sparkle as the other 2. Wisteria Glow is this shimmering purple color. And last but not least, the shade Blue Eyes, which is this very sparkly, icy, whitish, pearlescent type of shimmer. This one's really nice. So take a look right there. Those are the 6 shades that were sent to me, swatched, and I'm pretty sure I'll use that and this, maybe the blue. We'll see, and then pair that with the HAZE eyeshadow palette. I'm excited to play. Let's go ahead and swatch the palette. And by the way, it has 6 mattes, 3 shimmers. I had said 2 shimmers only, but it has 3. So these are the first 3 colors. Check them out right there. Very creamy, nice and pigmented for how light those colors are. I was honestly not expecting them to swatch as well as they did. Here are the next 3 shades. I love the taupey tones of this palette, and that one there. And then the last 3 colors. Take a look right there. The dark blue is not as smooth. It's a bit drier than some of the taupey shades, but it swatched okay, I guess. So take a look right there. Those are all 9 of the shadows swatched. This one has some multicolors in it. Overall, just a nice taupey wearable palette with a hint of color to it. So let's go ahead and put it to the test. Get closer. We're going to start with this taupey shade right here. And I am going to use it as a base for my eyeshadow all throughout the eyelid. This is the color Greystone from the eyeshadow sticks. And with a reference number 15 Max, I am just making sure that it blends nicely into the rest of the eyeshadow. I'm gonna add a bit more right there and distribute with my fluffy brush. And this could obviously be just used on its own as a nice one and done type of eyeshadow look. I'm sure that's how a lot of people would end up using it, but since I have an eyeshadow palette to test as well, I'm going to do the most with it. So we're going to do the same thing over here on the other eye. Just add that creamy pencil all throughout the eyelid and then blend the edges. If you were to just do that on its own, just to make your eyes just a little darker, that's it. That's what it looks like right there. And I gotta say, it blended extremely easily. That was very satisfactory. Sometimes eyeshadow sticks can cling onto where you first place them and they don't move as easily as I would love them to move, but this was very easy to blend for sure. I'm going to use the shimmering blue on the outer third of the eyelid back here to use it as a base for the navy, and just so that I can use more colors to show you how it works. See how easily that blended? I think I'm just going to tap it in with my finger rather than use my fluffy brush as much because it blended it a bit too fast and a bit too much. So here's that blue, and once again with my fluffy brush, just kind of blending it in place right there. Okay, let's get into the powders. This is a reference number 15, and I'm going in with this taupey transition-y type shade there all through the crease of my eye so that we have a nice base all throughout the crease. And with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to get this other taupey color here, and we're going to deepen things up with it just a bit. And so I'm adding it on the outer third of the eyelid and blending it through the crease. I regret, by the way, doing the blue eyeshadow stick on the outer corner. It absolutely was not necessary, and now I have shimmer on the crease, which is not ideal, but whatever. I wanted to use it. I wanted to test it out. It is what it is. It's also not the end of the world. So I'm just adding some more of that taupey shade to the outer third of the eyelid and just making sure it distributes nicely through the crease. With the same smaller blending brush, I'm going into that blue matte color, and I do want to add it to the outer third of the eyelid because if the palette has one pop of color, we might as well use it, right? So I'm just adding that color right there. And then back with my big fluffy brush, we are blending. With my finger, I'm going to grab this shimmer multicolor here, and I'm going to add it right in the center. That's pretty. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Blending it forward with my finger. I'm cleaning up a bit right under here. That looks very pretty. Honestly, that's pretty. I wish I didn't have shimmer all the way up there, which I totally did to myself, but I really like that combination of colors on the eyelid. Back with the stick, I'm going to use this pearlescent shade, and I'm going to finish up my eyelid with it by adding it to the inner third, inner corner, and blending it in a bit. It's the shade Blue Eyes, what I'm using. Very pretty. That'll complete this look nicely. I'm going to use the blue shimmering eyeshadow as my waterline eyeliner. That looks good. That works really nice down there. And then I'm going to grab this taupey shadow here with the tip of my brush and smoke out my lower lash line. Just back and forth with a small fluffy brush. And that right there is the eyeshadow look. I like it. I had no idea where I was going when I started, and I ended up really loving the way everything turned out because I love the shadows together. Like the two pops of color in this palette, this blue and this multicolor shade right here, they go so well together and they make your eyes stand out. I also really liked the icy shimmer from the stick on the inner corner. It looks really nice. And by the way, you didn't have to do it with the stick. This also has a white shimmer in the palette that you can absolutely use as the inner corner color, but I think I like the stick even better than the shimmer. Anyways, this is the eyeshadow look right here. I will be doing some mascara and lashes, and of course I'll be back to try the lip liners because I love Anastasia lip liners so much. Back, and honestly I just added mascara on because I don't feel like I need lashes. I love this eyeshadow look and I think it looks really nice with just the mascara. Honestly, still impressed by how good this turned out. And so let's go ahead and try these lip liners. I'm going to start, I think, darkest to lightest because why not? So the first shade I'm trying is the shade Obscura. Oh my god, this almost looks black on me. This is the shade Obscura, which as you can see is super mega vampy, and it would pair really nicely with a dark lipstick color. I'm gonna see if we can lighten it up enough with a nudie pink shade instead. Here's what it looks like when combined with a nudie pink. This is Fifth Avenue from Laura Mercier. Not my vibe. Let's go ahead and try another one of the lip liners. Phantom Line is the next darkest shade. And here's what that looks like. I once again mixed it with a light color to see what would happen, and here is what we have. Honestly, much better than the first one, but also not my vibe. Very dark, very cool tone, but I gotta say, it kind of does go with this eyeshadow look. I honestly don't hate it. That's better than I expected. After Dust is the next color, and this one I'm already expecting to love, so we'll see. Okay, here's what that looks like. Super cool tone, but much lighter than what we've been putting on, so I'm already liking it even more. And I decided to combine everything with Fifth Avenue from Laura Mercier just because it's the lipstick I've been loving lately the most, so why not? It's just a beautiful nudie pink shade. See, look at how pretty this is. Okay, so the color After Dust, definitely a good one from the new line extension from Anastasia. I love it. I could leave this on and be happy. We have one more color to try, and that is the shade Sepia. So we'll try this one last, but this so far I love. All right, here's the shade Sepia. Here's what Sepia looks like on its own. A bit more yellows added to it than the previous shade I just showed you. And I'll combine it once again with Fifth Avenue from Laura Mercier. And here's how they go together. Check it out. This right here is the finished look. I gotta say, I thought Sepia was going to be my favorite, but it's not. My favorite lip liner shade from their line extension is the shade After Dust. Anyways, this right here is the finished look. As I said, the Anastasia lip liners have amazing formula, so if you like any of the shades I showed you, definitely that is a good purchase right there, because I use the heck out of every single one of my favorite shades of the Anastasia lip liners, so I highly recommend those. As far as the eyeshadow sticks are concerned, I feel like the taupey one, that one that didn't have any shimmer in it, I really liked how easy it blended because it didn't leave any streaks. It immediately just melted into the skin beautifully. It distributed itself like perfection. It worked as a base, or I could have just used it on its own. And so that specific color, or maybe just like the matte formula from this release, I would recommend. As far as the shimmer eyeshadow sticks, It really depends on how you use them. I know I'm probably not going to get a ton of use out of the shimmer blue or the shimmer green, just because I personally rather work with powder eyeshadows, and so I see myself using more so the matte shades because I can use them as a base. So as far as the eyeshadow sticks is concerned, make your own decision. It really depends on how you do your makeup. And I gotta say, when I first saw the HAZE palette, I was not impressed by it. It looks pretty basic, just a nice cool tone color story. I honestly did not expect anything as magical as what I have on my eyelids right now to come out of this little palette. I don't even like blue eyeshadow, and I am loving the way this looks on me. I thought all of the taupey shades blended and build beautifully, which is definitely a huge plus for this one. And then the fact that the pops of color give you this look, in my opinion, is incredible. I was not expecting to like this palette half as much as I have liked it. I honestly thought it was so basic and so boring, and I am so happy I was wrong, because this is fun. This is exciting. I love the smokiness. I love the shiftiness of the shade, and I really love how easy it was to build eyeshadows in order to get this look to work instantly, because of how creamy and easy to blend all of those boring mattes around the blue wear. So do you need it? I don't know. Depends on you. Do you like this eyeshadow look? Do you have anything similar in your collection? I'm just here to tell you I expected nothing, and I am more than impressed at how this little eyeshadow palette performed. The packaging is great as well, and the formulas were fantastic. So I'll leave it for you to decide, but I was not expecting much, and like I said, I really love the way everything turned out. If you guys are interested in this collection, this all will be available on January the 15th, so definitely check it out once it comes out. If you guys like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.